All right, let's get things a go. Only rule today: I'm not picking pyro. Too much pyro stuff. Let's see how this goes. My win rate is still pretty abysmal. And honestly, half the time I don't know why. Okay. So we don't have any obvious baseline synergies. Gyachi's very strong and easy to build. It's just a defensive monster. I'm pretty sure he's getting nerfed the next time an official patch ends up dropping. I feel like Liam, if you get enough crit on him, is pretty monstrous. I've had good success with Chris, especially with the magic potion thing. Stack up a bunch of spell power on him and he just kind of does work. Kasara was funny once, but I don't think she actually achieves anything. She's got a high base crit, reasonable enough damage, and she stuns every time she hucks her bolt around. Also a good candidate for Jade Dagger. As is the Eslo, for the same reasons. Scales off his shield and frost. Pretty cool. I think I might try something different. I'm gonna go dynamite. Now I need to be very careful with it because I forget to turn it off in big fights sometimes and it just destroys me. Got a couple possible paths here which are probably pretty okay. Whether or not I end up getting enough gold to make the shot matter in the early game is interesting. I don't know if this extra star event matters. Let's give it a go. That 4-second stun is crazy. You're gonna get a relic right off the bat. I did say I'm not picking pyro. Bleed. Knocks cast very quickly. I don't actually know what to do with the Laura. Oh, ethereal infusion. Put like Dark Oboe on her. Try it out. Attack speed stuff is kind of okay, especially with really fast attack speed guys like Chris. In fact, I have quite a few of them. I'm not gonna bother with that. So Kuro's slam isn't that exciting to me. Let's just grab the stone mace. What does she care about doing? Purely attack power and attack speed. Chris's bolt thing isn't that interesting. Let's go with the improvised staff on him. Bleed orb, good enabler for a bunch of different things. Thunderstone can be okay as well. Let's try out the orb. If I recall correctly, most of the stuff that scales up of bleed takes a few seconds, like 5 attacks or something. I usually do 15 to 20 attacks in a given round anyway, so not a giant deal. What do we got here? Rose, an excellent healer, very mediocre in the early game. We do have a couple of frontliners. Maybe Zoe's a good choice. Still lacking AoE of any variety. Nalua is like a bleed version of Joanna. I'm gonna grab Zoe. No super specific reasoning. Vengeful Staff might be interesting, but there's a camp that's not very close by. Definitely a very early game. I miss out on 2 elites to do that. Probably not worth it. Let's just move on here. Either blade could be super cool, but I literally just talked about this. But it wasn't what I thought it was. There's a bow, which you deal extra attack power, but you take damage, like physical damage, and something. There's someone like a Laura who only deals spell damage and ethereal damage would do a better job. Max mana scaling. I wonder if Ether Blade's even worth it. I guess so, right? Give it a go. Don't have anything for her to use though. Might be worth. Let's see how things pan out here. I guess Kuro's gonna be my frontliner. Could get an actual tank. We're gonna have to swap out somebody for better AoE later, but maybe XZ is good enough. It's not very interesting, but maybe I don't care. Don't think anybody actually cares about the Jade Dagger here. Could make Zoe just spam stuff, I guess. Cost of a little bit of attack speed. We do have a lot of melee right now, so it might actually make a lot of sense. Give it a shot. I would like to see what exactly. I'm gonna put the gold ring on Chris to get his hit points high enough so if we face a super annoying mob, it'll be fine. These two guys are really awful in the back there. Don't have anything in terms of summons right now. Don't have much of anything, to be honest. Might be better off doing that for the extra hit points. Let's hope I don't get booped along the way, separating the two archers. I probably should have disabled that for this fight. Not awful. Took a lot more damage than I would have liked. Not the end of the world. Bit of frost healing received. I don't think it actually affects lifesteal, but I could be wrong. It would be affected by magic potion. Might be worth throwing on XZ. We do have a fairly good frost generator in the form of Zoe right now. I guess we'll see whether or not Alora stays around. She's probably gonna get cut. Give it a go. Ethereal. Don't have any burn. -2 max mana, but losing a quarter of your hit points right off the bat is gonna be a death sentence for me, I'm pretty sure. Just gonna grab the poison for now. Go ahead and recruit. I like Joanna a lot. Good melee potential. Alex spawning off of max mana can be pretty good too. Chris is not a bad choice though for max mana scaling, so maybe I ignore Alec and go with Joanna. It'll help me to generate more frost as well. Probably cut out Allura for now. Let's do that. It'll give us a little more AoE here too, which is pretty nice. I think he's gonna be my off tank for now. Well, that's kind of mediocre, isn't it? I don't even really want him spamming this. Maybe it's fine, whatever. Get more defense on him? Sure. I should have disabled dynamite because of the bats being annoying, but I think we have enough AoE. So we're just gonna punch through everything at the moment. Yeah, that was actually really solid, especially with the health gain. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to win more with a whole bunch of extra frost. We don't have any max mana scaling, so energy pole arm probably isn't really doing anything for us right now. This is maybe kind of useless. Although I think Chris does a good chunk of ethereal. Where is this coming from? Oh, from bloody intervention. Okay, so there's definitely some cases where having that ethereal scaling might actually work out. Ritual axe is maybe fine. Not really changing my world, but we do have some pretty okay frost scaling. Sure, I'd like some more basic items, to be honest. Fight the gankers. Well, let's disable dynamite on that. See if we can't ramp him up a little bit. I have not put a lot of effort into good items. I would love cookies. How are you doing, Coco? I think this is the best I've got right now. Hope for the best. Hopefully I've got enough AoE to crunch the front line and get to these archers before they go all spazzy on me. Yeah, very good. You're baking cookies. What type of cookies? I need more, like, something to attack with here. I think crit chances. No. Alright, this is more what I'm interested in right now. Throw one of these on Kiro just to play off tank. All right, let's trick him out a little bit, and I think we're gonna throw the ritual axe on somebody. The fastest attacker's like Zed right now. I think that's just because he has a buff. Yes, Chris is a good candidate. So is Kuro. I think I'm gonna regret that. I think what I should have done is gotten one of the attack speed items. Whatever. Alright, so this guy steals mana. Don't know if it's a giant deal here. Fine. Okay, that went really well, just in general. I don't have any defense scaling. I don't know what you do with this. Whole crap ton of attack speed, but taking 70 damage every hit. I guess you'd pair that up with Ritual Axe and just go crazy. Kind of interesting. Do you have anybody that kind of wants to be punched? I don't think so. War Staff is fun on Chris because his attack doesn't really care that much. Have 2 attacks healing for 5 times the amount of bleeding frost, also a good choice. So I would have gained like 60. Spell power. I'm gonna do this. So kind of got our off tank coming together here. Interesting. Just go extra bleed and try to get some bleed scaling items. Ooh, 6 eyes. All right, big bat healer, very annoying. I think I'm gonna disable dynamite. Or do I give it a go? So he's gonna get healed by Chris. Let's actually boost him up a little bit. Omni crit could be interesting. Does have pretty high base crit. Okay, I want this guy to take on the bat in the beginning. I'm hoping that the AoE that I have will be enough. As expected, he's kind of getting pounded. Ugh. This bat's so ridiculously strong, holy crap. Fortunately, pulled through. Very good. I don't think any of this is actually interesting to me. Orcish Axe would be fun on Kiro. Give him some extra attack. And yeah, just slams. Let's do that. Very good. Who are we facing? Mr. Murloc. So I could use a little more hit points. Right, okay. Bigger tank will go up top. Smaller dudes on the bottom. Probably worth investing here. 10% gross. Velocity. And Kiro's playing off tank. He heals, but that's about it. I don't have any good sources of shield, do I? Mana plantation for now. Got that sustain. Doing okay. 10 times mana regen. Is there somebody I'm gonna want to go on the manager regen route? The answer is not really. Joanna might be worthwhile going that path. Let's see what else we got. Receiving attacks doing more damage. Don't think that matters that much. Gain a bunch of defense at the expense of life might be worth it. I think I want to swap out the ritual axe for some sort of attack speed the next time I'm at a shop. Bishop ring could be pretty exciting. What helps me now? That's the real question. Because the problem is we're actually not healing for a whole lot. So you get one trigger across the 13-second fight. Your fights are going to be average 15 to 25 or 30 seconds if you're having a bad time. So it'll trigger maybe twice if you're lucky. So you get 310 damage out of that thing. Now, of course, things are going to scale as time goes on, but sure. War Machine maybe makes sense for Amulet of Justice. I don't have any baseline items to throw it on unless I test it on Zoe. Which maybe makes sense to move decks. So, we have War Machine for the lifesteal and just try to really lean on damage output to stay alive. Could be fun. Do something like this. Well, Data Basics is trying to shoulder his way in. I feel like Leather Strips is maybe the path here. It's worth like 8% damage reduction. Why the heck not? Always targets the lowest HP hero. That was not who I thought it was. All right, Joanna's gonna fall over dead, which is very unfortunate. And then who's next? Zoe, and then Kiro. All right, so let's try to make sure that Zoe's down there. So we'll kind of bounce back and forth, I guess. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, rest in peace. Chris might be able to keep her alive for a little longer than I thought. Yeah, that's actually working out really well. Holy crap. Get wrecked. All right. Who do we want to fill holes in with? I like Zoe's Frost generation, but she's not strictly speaking required at the moment. We could start to focus more on attack speed related strategies. I know, Bloodblade. Thank you. So Naka tends to attack pretty quick. I don't have any shielding sources, which means it's going to be hard to scale on his own. Zuko does self-scale if you have enough HP to keep him rolling, so that's pretty cool. Let's do that. Pick a relic. Magic marbles, kind of fun. Also makes shops a lot cheaper. The only problem though is that you don't guarantee any epics in the shop. But so if I end up cutting out Zoe, I felt really weak, to be honest. Might deviate here, pick up the shop really late. Grab the gargoyle souvenir right now. Or we YOLO. YOLO. It's fun. 3 mana regenerated. Do a bunch of stuff. Ramping staff. Actually, it might be fun right now. That I was feeling weak. You don't want to punch a man while he's down on the ground. It'd be interesting if I could get some magic steel. Ramping staff might be fine here. Don't remember what this guy does. Oh, lowest HP death NATO. All right, so we move Joanna up there so that people don't get slapped. I should be able to get a fragment here. I keep forgetting about the dynamite. Very good. Drive safe, Blowblade. Mana regen when you're far away. Tortoise shield, I don't think really does anything for me here. I think the regen scroll's honestly an okay choice. Sure. But I need the items to actually support it. I don't think pumping up Zoe at all makes sense. Don't even have that much minus attack speed, which is kind of crazy, to be honest. Spellstone probably is the way. See if we get a fun origin. Double frost. We're gonna go into frost scaling mode, maybe. Could be a good choice, especially since it's only gonna cost me 10 attack speed. I'm a little more spell heavy than I normally think I am. Shock, whatever. Lifesteal is kind of okay. I've never actually read this one that closely. Every 5 critical strikes done by the teams deal spell damage split between all enemies. Interesting. I guess mech would be for like a Ralph run or something. All heroes gain percentage spell power equal to 20% of the highest spell power. And Malevolent I thought would be way crazier, but it turns out when you lose 35% attack speed, it is awful. It's Ice Rider it. I think at a basic level, I want to see what I can keep him alive with. I wonder if Amulet of Justice is a better choice than the Ice Amulet. so I can start getting that lifesteal up and running. Is it worth dropping another 15? I'm not that good at the game, so let's just play safe. I want to get that stupid archer guy off of Kiro. Let's just trade. I think it's because Kiro has like a crappier hitbox or something. I'm gonna get stunned, aren't I, right? Do we just dip spell power and not worry about the rest? Crit with Omni crit kind of makes some sense here too. 25 more? Sure, let's see where that goes. That was not great. I should have split up more of the damage here. I might actually lose quite a bit here. Oh, actually, Kiro's doing a lot of work. Very good. Critical strike damage per bleed. Interesting. So I believe once she has Omni crit, the critical strike damage will apply to this. I think debuff mastery makes a lot more sense. Oh. Got some fun stuff here. I wonder if eventually I want to cut out Zoe, move the Jade Dagger to Joanna, and just use her as my source of frost generation. I also want something for ramping staff. Do I want to just get another defense thing? Probably. Am I not gonna get it without some stupid investment that I probably shouldn't be making? Okay, well, I'll just take this. Oh, I got it kind of anyway. Let's do that. Let's make Z09 into a powerhouse. I think he should be kind of good to go for now, assuming things kind of work the way I want it to. Tome of Frost is an interesting thing. So that last fight, we just shot 130, but it's not single target. This is spread across like 5 different dudes. Be nice to have more heals too. Charging Echo is pretty cool. Lose some damage going with poison. Charging Echo, and then try to pick up a surge item. There's a lot of surge items that are very good if you can surge. All right, let's YOLO. I'll remove poison. I don't think I'm going to take too big of a hit doing that. This bat is awful. I want to kill it immediately. Nice. How much healing did he do? 24 per second. It's actually not awful. Interesting. So Fire Cloak is kind of cool. Can be pretty good for stacking a whole bunch of nonsense. So like a 50% chance to stun every attack. Hey, Smokey. This one's okay. I have a feeling you're a little bit better than me at this game so far, but I'll catch up. How's your Monday treating you? I'm trying to decide if I throw a Fire Cloak on somebody or maybe I throw a Frozen Wand on Kiro just for now. Maybe I've been sandbagging on this. I'm gonna try it. You know, you never learn until you try something different. So we're gonna give it a go. This is interesting to me. A fairly high crit on Chris. They do quite a bit of ethereal damage through their orbs. Let's do this. Let's see where it takes me. I might regret not saving that for Laura, but we'll see how it goes. We get some sort of shield or something here. Looks like we're just gonna pick up Mana Dragon. Don't know if Zoe's gonna stay here. Oh, it's this guy. This guy ends runs. Just throw Alora and Zico right there. But I kind of want the Frost, right? But it's gonna enrage a lot more. Maybe if I use Joanna and I move her far enough away, I'll be able to get enough Frost stacks that Hero will be able to do his business and just stun this guy a lot more. Okay, not really working. He's got a lot more tenacity than I would like, but like conceptually it's kind of working. But he's not going to end me, so this is fine. Interesting. I have a feeling I'm going to regret that choice, but it did work out better than I anticipated. $240 HP, 24 defense. I think this does anything for me. What are we gonna do with Joanna? I think I'm gonna turn her into a Frost generator. So we'll try to get her mana regen up as much as I can manage. It might be fun to drop more crit on Zoe in the hope that she will pump out more stuff for now. Again, just focusing on the Frost generation component of her life. Bring the Colossus. I do surge pretty well. I don't really regen mana though, but Hextile buffs are pretty awful. Speedrunner's Toy doesn't really do anything major for me here. So what do I get rid of? I honestly don't think I get rid of anything. I think I just take one of the Hextile buffs and accept my fate. So it's probably going to be... there's a couple interesting ideas here. So if I take the Eye Scroll, X out of 9 can deal with it off of Ramping Staff. Ramping Staff is not actually the biggest part of his damage output though, it's just physical. And yeah, let's do that. Maybe I can work around the positional issues like that. That's probably mostly okay. Mine is probably gonna get booped, but that's fine. Yeah. So this is actually a thing. Because I actually have surge level. It's pretty wild. You 200% surge on cast. Or damage on cast, but I don't know anybody who really casts a whole lot. Is that even worth it? I don't really have a ton of flame to play with. Still kind of lacking on AoE. Be better just to take the Curse Staff and just pocket the 40 spell power. These are all kind of meh. Could really push the Surge Adventure. Sure. I think I'm gonna wait until I get to the shop to decide whether or not I want to use that. This guy is a gimmick. Yeah, he attacks the farthest away, and they lose a bunch of spell power. So, I think we just put Joanna over there because nobody actually cares. I think we can split up most of the damage. So, you taunt, right? Yeah, you do taunt. Okay. I think this is fine. The freezing is actually not bad. Healing Cloak is probably going to be the thing here. So we're probably going to get the Ether Blade off of Chris, although she's dealing quite a bit. Interesting. Okay. Coral Heart it is. I don't remember what this guy does. Demonic Bolts! This is gonna be a good idea. Just kind of like trying to use the Hextile buffs. Maybe not. It's gonna hurt. Actually, my front line is pretty strong. Hello, Mr. Hype. Did you end up taking the tournament? I didn't stick around for the whole thing. I ended up going to bed. So this triggered 3 times. That's what I think it did. You got 3rd? It's still pretty good. You're gonna have to get back in the lab, man. I'm getting pretty low here. I shouldn't be playing this game with kind of crap. Just throw some defense on Zoe and call it good. I really don't like where this is going. Okay. Mana Dragon it is. So she's gonna cast fairly frequently just because of this combination. So that's not bad. We got walled by defense. Get good, I guess. Don't think Mana Dragon's that useful because I don't care about his cast rate. Meh. I guess you're another frost generator. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm starting to get more mana regen. So 8, 9, 10, 11 mana ticks total. So I would have gotten 2 shields across that entire fight. So 1 every 10 seconds. Yeah. Bunch of junk. Do I just take Coral again and go crazy? What if dropping Kiro for Zico would be an interesting choice? We'd have to change out some of his items because they're not really doing anything for him right now. Ugh. Spellstone it. It's kind of the halfway point. I didn't really want to put more into Chris because I want to get Joanna up as well. Zoe will scale off of it. X09 will get a little more life leech. I think in general it's fine. Let's go to the shop. Okay, so I do have a little bit of surge generation, I believe. What the heck did I generate surge from? I also have these things. I keep forgetting about that. What's generating my surge? Nobody's generating energy. Oh, it's this thing, the charging echo. Okay, right. So I can pick up those things fairly easily. Oh, knife. No. I don't think I care. Whenever you surge, gain attack power. Pretty okay. Surge about 6 times. We'll get a little bit of a slowdown. 30 plus 20%. I like skeleton shield. It's pretty cool. I think we're just leaning on ice amulet for now. Titan shield, whatever. Ice amulet, we're already using it. And great sword of the surge. Critical strike chance. Let's keep that on Zoe for now. I'm really disappointed there aren't any really like wild caster scaling items here. This kind of sucks. Unfortunate. Okay, well, I think at a bare minimum, we're going to turn Chris into some single target monkey. So if I put the powerful staff and the healing cloak on him, we'll stick the regen scroll on Joanna, I think, and then hope that we get some more spell scaling stuff somewhere. I don't really know what I want to do with Zoe. Okay, let's do something like that. Let's do that. Yeah, why the heck not? Now, question mark. Do I want to get rid of Frozen Wand and swap it out for something else? Does stun chance really do anything for me? It's just probably not. Frozen Axe likely does more for me than anything. Let's go ahead and remove that. So, buy the axe. Didn't get lucky, but that's okay. Okay. So Kiro's gonna be my debuffing machine. Joanna now probably has a mana regen to be a happy camper, which is fine. Zoe. Probably gonna focus on her crit stuff more than anything in the hopes of getting double frost procs. She's kind of in a weird spot now, though. We may end up swapping her out for something like a Laura, since she actually scales better off of Surge. We could lean a little harder into the Surge adventure and just pick these up for fun. Alright, that's making a more compelling game there. Jade Dagger doesn't really do anything on her though, but we could move it to Joanna if we really want to. So let's see. Just pick that up for later. Self-healing's pretty good. I'm gonna save some cash for later. Good enough, maybe? Boo. Okay, maybe this is fine. Chris is tanking. It's pretty funny. Get that taunt going. There we go. Chris is a monster right now. Kara's pretty funny. Actually has really good stun potential. I've got the Jade Dagger too. Zephyrus I don't need. Elos I don't need. I think Kara is the right choice there. Interesting. Too bad I don't have any summons. I don't have any shock that matters. Hextile buffs are kind of ass. This guy's actually spawn or scale pretty okay based on spell power. I think we go hard on Chris. Let's duplicate the Coral Heart. On crit gain AP. It's pretty compelling, to be honest. Yeah, Zoe doesn't really serve a purpose anymore. Like, she's just kind of flopping around on the side. She does have very high natural crit though, so putting something like Dragon's Fang on her would be pretty good. I kind of want to use Kara. She does auto crit. Stun, auto crit plus spell scaling from distance. Zoe only crit 4 times. Okay, let's give it a shot. I want to see how this goes. Let's get the Dragon Fang. Strictly speaking, the Dragon Fang belongs on the Dark Blade, really? The only problem with this is that Kara doesn't care. I don't understand why Zoe didn't crit more, to be honest. Let's see where this goes. I mean, worst case, I only end up wasting 1. one trophy. These are interesting. Because we do actually surge quite a bit. Okay, let's just commit. Okay. Bloody intervention and go for it. Ideally, I'd track maybe here. Get the shop. Yeah. Who the heck are you? Demon orbs. I don't know why he's so interested in Chris. Oh boy, that's actually not great. Taunt! For the love of God! Okay, that was fine. Conqueror's Mace can be very funny. Oh, I forgot to swap out my dude. Damn it. Yeah, I didn't actually use Kara. Could swap out Grace Sword. Conqueror's Mace in the end, but... Figures. Okay. Okay, this time I actually remember to do that. It would be nice to split up the attentions of these guys a little bit. Oh boy. Dynamite is spicy. Oh yeah, get in there, Kara. She didn't even deal that much damage. Then again, the fight was fairly short. It might be worth cutting out the Harvester's Shield for the Power Wand. Get more crit for fun. Kara only crit twice. So it does have debuff mastery, which is really strong right now. Yeah. I want to do something with Conqueror's Mace. I feel like Conqueror's Mace is actually probably better than Axe of the Surge just in general, because my base attack damage is not great. But unfortunately I put it on the Jade Dagger. Does that matter though? Because she doesn't need to be a frost generator anymore. Let's take that off. Let's drop this on the blade. We'll go crazy on crit. Not awful. Does anybody have anything that offends me? Freezing attacks on Chris kind of does, but it is effective right now. I think that's something to swap. So let's... Can I invest in somebody here and actually get some stuff? The answer is no, because it'll be 40 after that. I could fish. And her? Let's do that. Omni crit. I feel like Omni crit is a good one for somebody. Not as exciting as I would have liked, but the fight was pretty short. Attack speed from summoned creatures, it'd be 2. Swap Mana Tome out. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And we'll swap passives. Mana Tome for Omni Crit. And we put Zoe back in. I think that's fine. Good healing, solid AoE. Hopefully everything goes well from here on out. Zoe did not scale as much as I would like, but 300 DPS is still a respectable number. I think this is all good. The Cursed Mace is not useful. Take a look at what else we can get. I would really like something more caster centric. There might be value in putting the Surge Greatsword on somebody. If only because crit is so universally useful right now. Like the Ether Blade could probably go away and I wouldn't mind it. Just hold on to that for now. Yeah. These nerds do just a bunch of healing. Pretty okay. So Arcanist Staff is kind of cool here because Joanna actually has a lot of regen. I'm kind of looking to scale her up as much as I can kind of manage. What is the weakest part of this? I guess it doesn't matter. Bam. So it'll take 3 points to bring her up to level 3, which leaves me with 9 left, which is enough to bring her up to 4. Very good. Probably just want to go crit happy, I think. Lifesteal might also be an okay choice here. She does dish out a reasonable amount of physical damage. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Relics, very cool. 35% attack speed on somebody, not something I care about. Every 5 mana regenerated with mana does a bunch of crap. All heroes gain crit chance and critical strike damage. We generated how much mana last time? 28. Means you get 4 procs out of that. 8% plus whatever. And then natural crit, we got 1, 2, 3, and then we'll crit off of spells. Chris, of course, enjoys that kind of thing. We can also just grab Water Lily and all it good. If I took Tome of Doom, I'd probably get rid of the Rizzo because it is probably going to get me killed. So let's do that. There's one thing I've learned is that I make really bad decisions with textiles, and I should probably avoid it. I don't have any sources of shield, so that's not going to help me with anything. Also, 0 spell power, so that leaves basically mana dragon, which I don't care about that much. So let's go ahead and reroll it. This is actually kind of okay. I have a decent ethereal amplification. I don't really care about burn or frost extras, I think. Maybe I do. I kind of like the idea of getting more defense too. Eh. Consume 2 frost to heal. Let's just take Juggernaut. I kind of want to swap this with somebody else, but I think in general this is okay. Got a bunch of money to spend, so I'm probably going to detour here. Let's go after these guys. So just stack people on top of each other and suck it up. I think I've got enough healing to keep myself alive through this breath crap. Chris is a monster, is always doing really well too when she gets the chance to scale, so I can definitely see that I have a good chance of winning this. Cocktail, useless. Steel armor is kind of okay, I guess. It looks like XZ or XZ. We'll get pumped up with that. Seahorse enables some interesting items and we're about to add to a shop, so I think I'm gonna grab that. It will also give Joanna a little extra boost. Okay, so I do have at least one item that I could play with here. Don't think any of this is important though. Might need a replacement for Ether Blade. So let's pick up something caster related. I could probably swap this out for another Dark Blade, but I think it's just overkill. Just grab some generic stuff to use if something interesting drops later. Ice Riders is very effective for me. Do I have anything that I want to enchant? I have lots of things that I'd like to enchant. So let's go there. There might be a better choice here. Crit, shield received, all, not that important. Time travel, who cares? Specialist, whatever. Mana regen equals healing is kind of fun. But I think I'm just going to leave it as is. Now this is a hard choice. I think my best choices are probably going to be Arcanist, Healing Cloak, could do the Surge thing if I want to go crazier on Joanna. With the Arcanist staff. Somebody's probably screaming at me, but that's fine. I'm not gonna test my luck with the next few fights here. I'll just rest and move on. All right, these guys like to resurrect each other, so I'm just gonna put people kind of all over the place, I guess. Hopefully we'll just blast people. That was kind of risky positioning, to be honest, just because of the amount of AoE involved. I don't think any of this matters. Thunder Dagger's kind of funny. We are going to end up at a shop, so I could afford to swap some stuff around. For example, it looks like Dragonfang isn't that exciting. Kind of relying on Conqueror's Mace, which is actually surprising because she crits all the friggin' time. Makes me wonder. Oh, she just got stuck casting? Why did she do so little? Baking cookies is tiring. Why is that? What happened? Why did she do nothing? I feel like this is wrong. I'm gonna grab Thunder Dagger. Oh, okay. A Water Lily it is. I am super confused right now. Oh, these guys punch. So I crit 4 times across that fight. Attacked 8 times. That's better. So Dragon Fang did do work, which is good. So a 60% lifesteal. I wonder if I'm actually better off removing the ice amulet and throwing the thunder dagger on. Tome of Healing is an easy pick. Spirit summon per surge level, whatever, and the rest of this crap, I don't care. Just try to swap out Juggernaut defense for something more interesting. Could also give it to one of these other guys. How many times did XZ cast? Twice? Is worth 20% attack speed, which I guess kind of feeds into what he's up to. Is the extra defense maybe worth it? 2 casts total. I think Mana Plantation's getting a reroll. Sure. Lots of money to play with. Any of these heroes matter? I don't think so. I think my hero loadout is okay. Lots of spell regen. Could play with Demon's Ring a bit. I get what, 10 procs out of it, give or take, just for a bunch of AoE. Ethereal damage instead. 20% attack speed. Get both lifesteal and magic steal off the same thing. Kind of fun, but ultimately not what I'm looking for, I think. Great Sword of the Surge could probably get replaced for Axe of the Surge and be better off in the end. Still also have the Thunder Dagger. Is there anything caster related here is the real question. Every 200 healing done, so every single second. And deal ethereal damage to target equal to 10 times potentially the debuffs versus this Ether Blade thing. Yeah, I think Ether Blade isn't really achieving anything here. So let's go ahead and split it out before I forget about it. That was weird. Huh. That was interesting. You see that? Magic Marbles upgraded the Ether Blade once I removed it. I'm not sure that was intended. You do almost 2,000 a hit with a Fissured Ring. So what if then? So if I fuse this with this, and then I dismantle it, basically every time I do it, I get a chance of. Well, let's think about Joanna's last thing first before I go crazy with this kind of nonsense. But I guess really, if I'm going to be expanding spell power, I should probably drop the gold ring and go with something like the power staff. Actually, I should get this off of Kiro as well, because he doesn't care about attack power. So let's dismantle the Ritual X. That's fine. Buy the Orcish Axe for him, so we'll put that together. Ritual Axe, Orcish Axe, whatever. Have fun, buddy. Now, I think the Fissured Ring is going to go back to Chris. I want to try dismantling that one more time. Okay, getting too greedy here. So I'm going to put that on Chris. That should be pretty angry. Now, Joanna's a problem, and I still have the Thunder Dagger and the Ether Blade. The Thunder Dagger is more interesting to me. So do I buy the Power Staff? Break the Greatsword off of this. And then put the attack power under Dagger on instead. Okay. Let me take the Thunder Dagger, put it on the Stone Mace. So just a lot of flat attack damage increase there. I wonder if the Axe of the Surge would be better there in general. 5 or 6 because the cast. I don't think so. Maybe we're just going to be better off this way. The heck do I put on Joanna? You gotta just put the Greatsword and call it good for now? She's not really scaling off of anything, which kind of sucks. I mean, her AoE's good on its own, so maybe it doesn't matter that much. Okay, this makes things different. So that was enough energy for 5 surge levels. 30% additional attack damage plus 50 attack power. She gained 40 from the Dragon Fang. So maybe the Dragon Fang is actually worse than I think it is. And instead of that, put the axe on it. So that gives me the Dragon Fang to do nothing with, and we still stick to using the Greatsword of the Surge on the gold ring, because I don't have a good way of scaling anything on Joanna. Striker's Arrow. So much random crap here. All right, Power Staff. Do I need the Regen Scroll? More specifically, do I need the underlying 4 regen? I don't think so. if I dismantle or I replace the regen scroll with something else. Go double crit. Put this base here. Okay. She's going to be in the bottom right corner of the fight, so she's going to be at least 2 hexes away. So the regen scroll itself is probably enough to bring her up to like 1 per second. So I can put this on like a higher spell power base. What if... like, she's not going to get attacked, so her spell defense doesn't matter. Let's do this. And then put this on this for mana regen purposes. And that's pretty okay. She should be far enough away that she'll get maximum benefit. And I think at this point I just accept my fate. Or I just dismantle something and hope I get lucky. I got one more attempt. All right, that didn't work. Just burn a bunch of gold. All right, hopefully I didn't F anything up on this adventure. I guess she's not gonna get much here anyway. I'm just gonna go beast mode on the green one here. Okay, were these guys not the right guys? No, this is fine. Okay. You just need to kill one of them. I got a little concern there. I don't care about any of this. Whatever. Shell ring is very interesting, as is the black diamond ring. Fortunately, I think only Chris can make use of the shell ring in any meaningful way, and I would much prefer that he triggers his own Fisher ring, I think. Yeah, whatever. May as well re-roll a little aggressively because I can. Heal equal to 25 times frost is a lot of healing, actually. It's too bad all that overheal just isn't really going to do anything. This being said, it looks like XZ09's self-healing maybe isn't as good as I thought it was. So do I throw the Everfrost on him? I feel like this is the right choice. I hope I don't regret it. only thing that's kind of hanging me up on it is that he's gonna get a bunch of healing increase. It's gonna affect what Chris can do to him. Ah. Seconds. Does this mean that I can use magic potion on somebody else though? Alright, I'm gonna give it a go. Interesting. Just go big ding dong. Could do some extra surge. Although I think it's a sacrifice thing, yeah. I just Coral Heart. Or even Tome of Healing. Tome of Healing. Alright. Who wants this? I think Chris does. Make him healthier. Sure. Why not? I've got 4 points left. Let's do this. Pretty good across the board, to be honest. Lifesteal it is. Don't care. Alright, we're gonna put Joanna in the corner, I think. She should be able to range all the things there. I kind of want somebody who can self-sustain there. Do this. That might be okay. This is going really well. We got the AoE coming in from Joanna, clearing out the ads that are getting spawned in the corner there. We got a good damage scale for the hand. Coming in big. Huge self heals. Not a single death. Easy peasy. Oh man, that amulet did work. Wow, I did not expect Zoe to be the star of the show here. Looks like I might have gone a little bit too hard on the max mana for Chris because he kept capping out on his life orbs, but whatever, I guess. That was excellent. All the pieces fell into play. A lot of good relics. Dynamite is very strong once you can get past the first act and get some stuff going. Don't be afraid to turn it off. Magic marbles wasn't that interesting, to be honest. I probably should have gone with the gargoyle thing. And seahorse was useless, but I actually didn't pay any attention to it. I missed a big item in the shop there in the form of tomahawk. Well, details. Crazy stuff. All right. Have yourselves a good night. See you tomorrow.
Sealed shut. What of the passage?